times, man. Coming at number 2 on my list is a rare album from the 90s called Hallucination by Tommy Shaw and Jack Blades. The story behind this album begins with the hard rock supergroup Damn Yankees. In the early 90s, when they formed, Damn Yankees were probably the biggest hair metal band on the block, consisting of lead singer and guitarist Ted Nugent, singer and guitarist Jack Blades of Night Ranger, singer and guitarist Tommy Shaw of Styx, and drummer Michael Cartellone, though I can't remember what band he was from. They released 2 albums, self-titled album which did pretty well, and a second album called Don't Tread, which only did moderately well because around that time Don't Tread was released, their music was falling out of popularity, and about 2 years later, Damn Yankees disbanded. However, Tommy Shaw and Jack Blades wanted to continue making music together, so they formed the musical group Shaw Blades. And they released 1 album in 1995 under Warner Brothers Records called Hallucination. The album was given a very little promotion, but critics really said it was well received by critics, and pretty much all the songs sound tailored fit for radio. I mean, the song My Hallucination is pretty good. I'll Always Be With You is a really great song with the acoustic guitar. A lot of people like to compare the song Come to Be My Friend to Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. And the album was produced by Don Gehman, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he worked with the Eagles and R.E.M., so that's a pretty good resume, and he produced this album, which in my opinion should have sold well, but it didn't because their music wasn't popular at the time, and about a year later, the group got fired from Warner Brothers, and Jack Blades went back to Night Ranger, and Tommy Shaw went back to Styx, and they're both still with their groups today. This album is very hard to find. I believe iTunes has it, but they don't have the full version of My Hallucination. Instead, they have a clip from the movie Tommy Boy, where the song was briefly used in the background. You know, Tommy Boy with Chris Farley and David Spade. Well, anyway, here it is. In my opinion, the number 1 most underrated album of all time goes to 3:47 Eastern Standard Time by a Canadian band called Klaatu. Very, very, very few people have heard of this band. They were a band in the late 70s trying to make it big. They played like psychedelic progressive rock, and actually a style similar to the Beatles. As a matter of fact, when their debut album was released in the US in 1976, some people actually thought this band, Klaatu, was the Beatles in disguise. Because there was a song off the record called Sub Rosa Subway, which sounds a lot like Paul McCartney singing, almost exactly like him. And the album had absolutely no songwriting credits. It just said songs by Klaatu, produced by Klaatu. Band members weren't listed or shown photos of. Everyone just started thinking, hey, maybe these guys are the Beatles in disguise. However, the hysteria didn't last long, as they were later revealed to be a trio of Canadian men: John Wallace, Chuck, Terry Draper, and Dee Long. After that was revealed that they weren't the Beatles, everyone just forgot about them, and about 4 or 5 albums later, they disbanded. I've heard a couple songs off the debut album, and they sound great. I've got a link in the description box to a guy by the name of Restart Music. He's posted a bunch of songs by them, because you can't find them on iTunes, and their albums are really, like I said, rare and hard to find. But if you can somehow find this, please buy it. It is, wow, incredible. It's just sad. A lot of people have said their music is really refreshing, and it's just a pity that they never got the chance to actually showcase their talents, just because everyone thought they were the Beatles. So I'm gonna post my WWE Judgment Day 2009 thoughts and or predictions next. This is Rock Warrior 97 signing out, but I'll be back.